Now, this may surprise you, but the droid army is not just a bunch of B-1 battle droids saying Roger Roger to each other as they stomp around the galaxy. In fact, the CIS, the Confederacy of Independent Systems, has one of the most well-balanced navies in Star Wars history. So today we're going to be discussing the flagship model of the CIS Navy, the Providence-class carrier. Now, yes, technically we have discussed this ship before in past video breakdowns, specifically when we discussed the CIS Navy. However, I thought it would be fun to look at each of the most popular ships found in the CIS Navy and focus directly on what makes them awesome. We have previously discussed the Munificent class, but today we're going to be discussing the Providence. This was the flagship model of the CIS Navy, and it is, in my opinion, the best warship the CIS fields, other than the Subjugator-class Dreadnought, but that's kind of a special super weapon, not really a normal run-of-the-mill warship. The Providence class was often found leading the various fleets of destroyers, frigates, and battleships. Of course, you might know this vessel as it's referred to as the Dreadnought class command ship, Trade Federation cruiser, Separatist star destroyer, or the Separatist Dreadnought. Many different names for one model of ship, although it did come in two variations. Both the standard and larger variations of Providence class were developed by the Quarren Free DAC Volunteer Engineer Corps, although the original Dreadnought model has some ties to Rendili Star Drive, with Quarren engineers improving on its original design. The planet Dak, or as you may know it, Mon Cala, produced some of the most sturdy and battle-ready vessels in the galaxy, with both the Quarren and Mon Calamari designing these vessels with an almost pseudo-organic aesthetic. It's easy to see some of the later design choices of Mon Calamari star cruisers in the older Providence-class carrier. Side note, all Quarren and Mon Calamari designs made sure to make their vessels capable of landing on water in the event of an emergency. The standard Providence class model was around 1,088 meters in length, with the larger model being around 2,177 meters. This larger model was often dubbed the Separatist Dreadnought, based on its size alone. One of the most eye-catching designs of this vessel was its elongated main communications and sensor pod. You might also recall that the Invisible Hands communication pod also hosted Count Dooku's final duel against Anakin Skywalker. As with a lot of vessels that come from Mon Cala, the Providence class was easily modified thanks to its modular compartments. These compartments could allow for you to upgrade the propulsion systems, weaponry, and even convert the vessel into more of a starfighter carrier. The Invisible Hand was an example of a heavily modified Providence-class carrier, with 12 added turret-mounted quad-turbo laser cannons, 34 dual laser cannons, 2 capital-scale ion cannons, 12-point defense ion cannons, and 102 proton torpedo batteries, not to mention the 12 heavy flat cannons and tractor beam projectors. Obviously, having a vessel with the ability to be heavily modified means that you need strong enough reactors to power all these different modifications. The Providence class made sure its reactors were just that, being able to boost their weapons and shields to such a degree that they could easily fight off Victory class and Venator class star destroyers. The Providence class, while utilizing around 600 droids, required a sentient command crew to operate. Found on most bridges would be a combination of OOM pilot droids and CIS officers. The complement of starfighters on this carrier, while impressive, wasn't nearly as large as the Lucre Hulk battleships, with the Providence class carrying around 240 starfighters total, most often divided between 120 Vulture droids and 120 Tri-fighters. Of course, this could also include a few squadrons of Hyena bombers. The Providence class carrier also held over 100 armored vehicles, landing craft, and shuttles. As you can see, the Providence is a highly versatile flagship, being suitable in the role of an assault ship, blockade vessel, command ship, planetary assault, and starfighter carrier. You can see why General Grievous and Admiral Trench both had a Providence-class command ship, although Admiral Trench did have the larger Separatist Dreadnought model, but maybe that's because General Grievous lost the malevolence. Let me know what you guys think of this legendary droid warship down in the comments below. Make sure to let me know if I missed anything or if you have any other fun facts about this carrier. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any other explorations into the Star Wars universe. Blast a like on the video to help spread it to other fans. And of course, have an amazing day or night wherever you are in the galaxy, and may the Force be with you.